Alright, vtwin update. This would be, I believe, number 10. Got everything somewhat put together on it. Got the steering and the steering shaft all installed. The bearings all attached down below. Spindles and everything are put on. Steering works. Back and forth. Okay. So steering from the top view. Add an oil pressure gauge for when I get the motor in it. It's a Pro Comp Ultralight biometer gauge. Push buttons down there. Still got to put in the kill switch. Clutch is in place. It's got the spring on it. It's got a spring on the actual clutch itself, and then on the clutch pedal itself, I added another spring on the pedal. It's got a lot of tension to it, so I like it feeling tight. So I've got two springs, the one there you can see when I actuate it, then I've got this big one here. Okay, now finally got the brakes on here and done. See if I can show it. Okay, I've got the MCP master in place, got my lines running down out through the bottom. They are just compression fittings, and they run through to the back. I don't know how well you can see that, but they run to the back. I'll get a view of that another day. But yeah, they run out to the back. They're all bled out. It's all sealed up. Clevis. I added a spring to the brake pedal because on these MCPs they don't have an internal spring to really return them. So I added a spring to return it. Now, on the MCP, you run like a spring. Like on my FXT, I don't have to run a spring because that big Willwood Master I run has an internal spring on it. But this one, they're already bled out and everything, so you basically just, very little movement, they're already locked. So if I show you, I'm going to pull the brake down and I'm going to drag it. Yep, they're locked. So that's all good. That's all attached. So springs on there. A little tip on bleeding these. When you bleed these, make sure you always keep fluid in the master, because if you let it dry out, you're going to have air come back through it. Also too, when you hook these up, you want to have as short of a hose as you can to the caliper. Like my caliper's literally right here where the axle is, a little bit forward. So my hose is only maybe 12 inches, 15 inches. So it was really quick to bleed them. Also, this just bolted right to the frame. If you want, you can run braided lines. You don't have to. The spring, the two clevises. This is just a piece of threaded rod that I can adjust for the pedal travel. And you see the pedal is literally just spaced out and bolted right to the frame. Nothing special about that, just pretty basic. Okay, come to the seat. I haven't done nothing with the body yet. That's the next thing I've got to do, is start working on the body. Okay, come to the seat. The seat's just kind of loosely bolted in here just for testing purposes. I had to add this bracket, and it's not done yet. I still have to clean it up. I added this retainment bracket to keep my ass in the seat. And basically what I did was, is I just bolted it basically through the fenders. These are just temporary bolts. I took a piece of 1/4 inch steel. I cut it to length. I took this bar here, which is a 5/8 solid rod bar. I took this end, I heated it up with the map torch and bent it over with a bar. So that gave it a nice crease upward. And then the bottom here, I got to clean that up. I wasn't able to get it that tight of a bend with it unless I had an actual acetylene torch. So I cut it and I just welded it. But then it comes down and it's welded to the flat plate. And why I used a flat plate is because it actually makes it stronger instead of welding this directly to fenders. Because if this gets an accident or something, I could replace this and it doesn't really damage the fenders too much. There's also a plate underneath of the fender too, which is 1/4 inch steel. So this, like right now, it's loosely bolted in there, but like right now, it would be really strong. But there's a side profile on this. So if you were sitting in the seat, that is what would help you when you go into a corner. It would keep you, like your butt would sit here, it would keep you in the seat. So again, that's just welded up there, stops back there. I still got to clean it up, but that's basically it. It's just a bar to help you stay in the seat. I'll take some pool funnel tube and I'll wrap it around here so it's a nice cushion. But as far as updates go on this one, that's pretty much it. The brakes are done on it. They work. They're nice and tight. Clutch is all done. It's got springs all the way around. Steering's all done. Just little things like putting bolts through it and tightening everything up. So my main things right now to get done on it is, you see I still have the transmission tunnel is empty and not on, and I still don't have the motor in place. So really the only things left is transmission, motor, drive belt, drive chain, put a battery in the center, put the gas tank in there. I do have the gas tank, I just haven't put it in yet because I want to make the battery mount. And then put air in the tires, fuel, and start it up and see what happens. But other than that though, that's it for this update on the vtwin racing mower. I should have another one coming up within the next week. I haven't been able to really make videos just because I haven't had the time, and two, it's been raining down here like crazy. So hard to work sometimes in the rain. But thanks for watching. Hopefully next week I'll have another video for you on this, and we'll get this thing going and see what it turns out to be.